All aboard the Macross. Machines have all been recovered and it's time to go. The top girls come in, saying to punish them for not being at their stations later, but they want to see the end of the Exilion. It is still intact and ready to explode. Kazumi then sees Ota and finally calls him by his first name. He tells her, well done, but things are not over yet. As the squad get ready to warp out, there's a malfunction in the fold system. Shit's fucked! We've ended up somewhere in subspace. The space between space? Some kind of light speed travel? What happens when we fold? Shu is somewhat impressed to see that our squad have become cross-gates and ended up in hyperspace. This would mean that Yuzes would stop at nothing for the completion of his system. Matter of fact, it's Raldekia and his crew of chumps. I see Oriana there. Raldekia says that his people are about to escape from the space using the crossgate that Yuzes opened with our people. However, before he leaves, he feels he has to wipe us out. Ambro guesses that telling him further fighting is meaningless and won't work. Raldekia concurs. He says he can't allow our power to upset the balance of the galaxy, but our squad point out that the Order is just a fabrication of his, and you have no need to be a part of it. He asks if you then intend to supplant the Empire and forge a new order. That's the destiny of those with true power, given some kind of universal law of the jungle. We ain't buying any of that shit. But he says that we've proved it ourselves by managing the unification only through use of force, namely taking out the only peaceful solution of Angel Halo. We consider his ego unification a solution. No, we don't consider his ego unification a solution, but he says that a strong central will is necessary to keep any amount of power in cohesion. He tells us to look at all the enemies we've defeated thus far, but Banjo concedes that they all had a guiding will behind them. Hold on, I have to scroll a bit. But look, they all got taken out by one of Raldekia's Let me restart the sentence. He tells us to look at the enemies we've defeated so far, and Banjo concedes that they all had a guiding will behind them. But check it out. We've taken out one of Raldekia's. They all got taken out by one of Raldekia's so-called disorganized mobs. There we go. Which is supposed to be why we are all so dangerous, and that there's no one outside the Empire who can control us. Koji tells him to try and make us obey him by force. And Raldekia calls us fools and says that not using our power to maintain order goes against the law of the universe. Let's catch up. There we go. Shu asks if he means that we have no grounds for existence. That's what he means. Raldekia continues that our removal is the will of the universe. Shinobu demands to know where this universal will is and tells Radecki to stop spewing groundless shit at us. Radecki counters, asking why the STMC have attacked Earth and not Balmar, who was supposed to be proof that we should be destroyed, just like the proto-culture 500,000 years ago. He tells us that if we plan to defy the universe, we must prove our right to exist here. Our squad were planning to kick his ass anyway. And Isamu points out... I lost my place. Isamu points out that we can take all the time we want after the fight to figure out whether we're right or wrong. Select a battleship. Braito-san. 20 mans. Same as before. The same 20 can come. If I keep all of them together, that's smarter. And then we'll send mans. Oh, where is he? There you are. Oh, come on, man! That's booty! I guess I should have better considered. Oh no, only 7 more combinations. Okay, so... Battler. And then... double act. That's fine. Because that way... No. That. Alright. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Nah, that's fine. That's good enough. What do you have? You have some morale to give. There's that. Nah. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's go. Go. Oh, Garuda. Bullshit, Garuda. Boop. And then... harassment. I've been sent here to harass you. Observe, Raudekia. No, I'm sorry. Oriana. I was saying Raudekia so many times. Right. Keep that out too. Ora batara, dampai no shito. attack. Only was Senji. So I read ahead. After much silence, I did some reading ahead. I know what's coming. It would be stupid to go all in. It's not a bad idea to go all in, but it's not time. Like, we'll know the time when it's time to go all in. Who's attacking? We may need to see an animation. Okay, good. Yeah, that's a little tiddlywink attack. I'm pretty sure most of these have some form of HP recovery, but I've been sent here to harass you. Take this origiri. Don't call me in the morning. We need not look upon the fake Garuda. Disgraceful Garuda. Actual mythological Garuda. So. There. Everyone has been thusly harassed. And now it is time. It's time. Get fucked! the song reset. Okay, good. Alright, let's start by bringing up the rear. Also known as the Get Fucked gun. Yeah, that's right about where you need to be standing. Well, that's not a bad number considering. And we still have so much more time left. There's still much reading to be done, and we're hitting the 3-hour mark.
Yes, sir. 前回標向きに備えよう。アームドアタック。思ったよりはやるようだな。これで終わりだ。
Oh no, my barriers!
重力制御システムに被弾。サブシステムに切り替えます。
Slash Ripper, we don't need to see that. Okay. As such, let's... Oh, you know what hasn't happened? Not that. Whoosh. That hasn't happened. And then let's... One of y'all has focus. Where is it at? There it is. Yeah, smash this man. That's fine. Sword cut! You know what? It's time to eliminate some of these. Only Ryoma has it. Trying to fight off sneezing. I'm sorry, folks. Get out of here! Be gone! Crush him! And we are getting XP though. You do have barriers. You have all the things. Has anyone even been tapped yet? The Macross. Where are you? Who else? ZEON. That's a next turn thing. B dodge. Ah, that potential kicked in. The Prevail. The Gatsu. Yes. Yes. It is only 110% appropriate for Combattler V to defeat Oriana. And I'm gonna take this money too. You's a bitch. You cause some problems. It's time for you to die. Garuda didn't have to suffer. Garuda could have been a hero. What in I know, what in I know. Freaking Statue of Liberty wannabe. Damn. It would be the last map that one of my supers gets even close to catching a double move. We need not go all in. However, I did kind of block myself from some shit. Did we never? I guess not. Yeah, you don't have HP recovery. You do. Get out of here with that shit. Only the heal bots remain. Huh? Eh. Tried. I'm here to harass you. Observe.
世の裁きを享受せよ。
正面当たっちゃう。
当たりはしない。
必殺大裏切り。
汝では世を倒すことはできる。
Ooh, you are a sponge. This is fine. You asked for that. You requested to get slapped. Yeah, you recovered HP. That's fair. Oh, yeah, we'll do that. I mean, it solved the problem, didn't it? Yeah, you have plenty of energy right now. Fuck him up! Sure! Okay, this means that Hisatsu?
必殺サイコブラスタ
Excellent. And then fix that. No potential, just money. Damn. You don't have, but you still don't have double move. Please kill him. Double XP. And you barely got anything out of it. Alright. So that makes sense. Let's use Shu to wipe that out. Alright, all the extras are gone. All the ads. Oof! Oh, 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 oh. Big spooks. Yeah, go stand over here. You're in position for the big slaps. You're damn near out of energy. Let's actually... Ooh. That Prevail kicked in, didn't it? This is fine. It's completely fair. It's within reason. It's within threshold. Okay. Nope. And do this. This way. With these attacks. With these barriers. I never checked the victory conditions on that. It's okay. I have plans. Oh, we are in luck! We're about to see what God looks like. Arbor realizes it is about to be sent forth. The one machine that wiped out an entire Zentradi fleet, Solamente, by itself. Based on the data from the megawatts gathered from all of our squad too, it's the ZEON. The incarnation of pure power. It looks a bit like Getter. And the Psybuster. And the Grand Zone. Radekia tells us that nobody who's seen this thing has lived to tell about it, and that it is the end of the line for us all. However, if we can defeat it, if we can defeat it, then his entire fleet will be toast. Koji says that a copy cannot beat the original. But Radekia orders his field to visit divine punishment upon us all. Oh no. Yeah. You think you're gonna get away with that? No, sir. Do this flash. Do this soul. Nope. the champion of big damage. Number 1. Well, he's up there fighting it out with Daniel Cougar.
しっかり捕まってろ。
ほう
敵にしておくには惜しいぞ。
ほう
世の結界から逃げられるか。
リップスラッシャー Sword
当たるか。
Of course, allegedly, lol guts. Alright. Hey, guess what? Oh. Shoot. Ah, shoot, already took his turn. Fuck. I'm pretty sure I don't. Oh. I know it's expensive because I don't have the right people, but... Shudder. We're spending yours. Shudder. Oh! Oh! 24. No. Here. Where's your law guts? Is he gonna drop another law guts? Oh! Alright, show me. Show me your law guts. Okay. So that's 2 law guts. And I'm not even done. You know, I appreciate that you've used something different every time. No? That was a really cool attack, though. I'm gonna give you credit for that, sir. Wall guts. Huh. How many of these do you have, sir? Can you hit from back here? You can. I would like to land that hit, please. that cross, or mothership is defeated, all enemies defeated, destroy them all. Alright. Hey, I had to make sure, you know? Okay. Isamu. Fuck your barrier. But then... Soul. Hey, your long guts doesn't regenerate your energy, though. Oh, you know what? I think I know what happened. So, in a second. Let me gather my words. Also, we have to make sure I don't get wrecked. Okay, so my understanding in Alpha, or Alpha Gaiden rather, is that they get around the HP limit of 65535 by raw guts. But you can skip some of those guts phases by just surpassing to the next threshold. Like, if it's supposed to trigger at 80, 70, 60, and you go straight to 70, you're not going to pop the 81, you're going to pop the 71. So, maybe I'm triggering earlier lulls. Huh. This is actually getting kind of annoying now, though. That's why I did a save. Hold on. Okay, we return. I landed a hit from Ingram. And we didn't lull guts. Have we reached the threshold? Has he gutsed too many times now? Are we here? Alright, we're gonna get you ready. However, lock it in. Unlock. Get hot. I need to leave room for Getter and the Mazekaiser. You know, tonight I had hoped to record both endings, but clearly we're in for the marathon. Ball! No barriers for you. You know, eventually you're not going to be able to counter. You better have something ammo-based. But, let's see. We're here. It's time. Music. Soul. Flash. Lock it in. Let's see some stupid numbers. He sucks. I guess I could have cast Bless too. Too late now.
トロニウムエンジンフルドライブ。
ビュートリガーを預けるわ。
うなれ天下無敵の一撃必殺砲。
Finale. I guess I could have earned that 2 moves sooner. We wait for Lol Guts. Raudekia is very shocked when we defeat him, wondering if universal justice is not on his side after all. Why has God chosen the humans and not him? Redundant. Oh. We await regeneration. But is that it? We did it? Did we do it? There are no enemies detected anywhere. It looks like it's time to go. Fuck. Use S appears.
Shokun, Goku.
Oh. Useless Horizon thanks us for taking out Raudekia and is the field for him. However, there's more where Raudekia came from, and more is the field as well. Our squad realized what Useless has been up to, collecting data from lots of skilled fighters and cloning them. The real Raudekia died 10 years ago after fighting the Zentradi. Useless gloats more about his hybrid human genetic engineering and says that life is just raw material. He continues that Balmar culture has its limits, which is why he's been continuing his work in hopes of maintaining order in the galaxy. Does this mean that we are just a mere blot on that order? Useless says the galaxy doesn't need the Empire's order, but rather chaos and the right person to bring it about. His goal is getting his hands on human power. For this purpose, he helped us and tested us in various ways, and input the order into Ingram's brain to find people with psychodriver powers, and as well as programming him to unleash said power. Now that Kusaha and Ryusei stand before him, despite some irregularities, his plan went perfectly. Moreover, he forced Shu to act in Lagais in order to force Masaki to the surface, and did the same in Byston Well. He is the one who sent Shot here, although Shot himself was unaware. And yes, the one who sent the argument to Byston Well, also as well. Plus, via Ingram, he's the one who taught Gendo to read the Dead Sea Scrolls. Looks like he planned it all just by using enough power at the right points. The results were all made by humans under their own will. And now that he's got us, he'll destroy the order of the Zelbomeri with his cross-gate paradigm system. Scroll. Yuza says that unless he destroys his homeworld, his people have no future. But those who claim to have divine rights from the galaxy must be abolished. Shu says that Yuza has finally shown his true colors, and Yuza says that Shu is the most gifted of those he had used. Although Shu seems to have realized his plans and used him in reverse. Shu says that he won't forgive those who use him, and he demands Yuza's life in return. He points out that sealing them away in subspace won't help here, but Shu says it will keep the influence of the fight from reaching outside. This is Shu's chosen final battleground. Yuza wants us all to fight him, but that your psyche must reach a higher level just yet. And to get there, he brings forth Ingram. Shu observes that Ingram seems to not have escaped Yuza's curse, and Yuza says that Ingram was made into his faithful servant after failing to defeat him. Raudekia, Levi, they're all his puppets, but he is the real enemy. Ryusei says he's going to try to persuade Ingram. He wants to try to believe in him once more. Ida manages to persuade Rai that there's still a chance that Ingram's will is intact.
全ては私の操り人形に過ぎ、君たちが倒すべき敵はこの私なのだよ。
Oh boy. Well, I can at least send the boys to go stand there. My dumbass. Well, it's not like I went all in and ran out of resources. Like, Raiden still has all the damn SP. Y'all have regenerating SP. You're still good for another HCB cannon. You still have another Psycho Flash. You just need energy. And boat. Boat goes to back row. Then again, I guess that makes me a dumbass for... I don't know, Shu still has a morale drop. This is getting way, way long, and I'm not happy about it. What? What? Who? How? What? What is your range? Stop! Dude, what? No? No? Unfortunately, there's just no avoiding it. Kaiser is boned. It's like everyone, they all completely go after him, and it's just. I had considered the part where I need to re-establish that last turn. Oh well, put you on the boat. And of course, all these fakes. Well, let's put in some work. Maybe if I hadn't sent Monseigneur over there, but fuck, I didn't know they were gonna have like infinite range attacks. Like you have all the shit, and you have 12, a 12 range attack, an 11 and 10 range attack. As well as plus HP and energy recovery. Can't even see their numbers until they're under 10,000. Oh well. That's gonna help. I just let me just throw Shutter out there. Yeah, that's smart. SP recovery. Well, everyone else in there got some. It's tank. Ha! 10 damage. Fix that. So what if hold on, let's we have wall for now. No, we're not doing that. Wall guts, okay. We're gonna see if I can't just solve. We have wall, and I believe in wall. I have the resources to throw at least 3.
高賀県やってやるぜ。
そうだ、私を倒さねばお前たちは活路を見出せ。
Alright, how many law guts do we get?
時空の彼方へ消え去れ。最終地獄、ジュデッカ。
Okay. Now I have wall. We have guard. Fuck me. Ah!
私の計算が正しいか。諸君らがそれ以上の力を発揮するか。
He mad.
二つに一つ。互いに己の運命を見極めようではないか。
Wall guts. God damn it. How many of those is he gonna have? Damn, I am surprised at how many people have awakened. I guess I was kind of smart with my resources, huh? Alright, let's go. Let's go grab Ingram. Send Ryusei to persuade Ingram. He tells Ingram to return to sanity, and that his real enemy is Yusei's. Ryusei begins to see within Ingram's memories. And of course we have fulfilled most conditions. At least those that were not route specific. Ingram makes his way back to the real world. He says that our actions aren't meaningless, that they have real results. Ingram tells Ryusei, long time no see. He recalls that Ryusei has no memory of, oh, that time. It is now his role to defeat Yusei. So let's volts. Because you're part of a plan. Okay, yes. Oh, all right, that. Okay, I'm saving that though. Yes, you're all the way back here. You're spending it. No. Hold on. I'm trying to forecast how many LOL guts this guy's gonna have. If Uzes attacks Ingram or vice versa, Ingram will tell him that he has cut the chains of yin and yang by himself. Okay. If Masaki fights him, who's not on this map, the two trade words over Laplace's computer. Uzes says that Masaki isn't yet complete. Cosmic Clothesline! Not even on my level! That's one. Anyway, Masaki is not complete. So, Masaki says, maybe so, but will never hand over the immense god machine of wind to him. Yuza says that he's soon to become a god, but Masaki says that we will all, who are alive, are far greater than any god. Alright. So that's one. That's why I saved, because maybe we can threshold him. Maybe I can bring him down to the right threshold. And okay, now when you say attack, Jesus wonders if this double-edged sword can defeat him.
SRX は爆弾でも特攻兵器でもねえ。地球を守るためのスーパーロボットだ。そして俺は SRX を動かすためここにいるんだ。
Ryusei says that that's what the SRX is for, and that's why he's here. He just knows that the SRX does have the Uranus system that causes the psyche to overload, and tells him to go ahead and try. Ryusei's power begins to be focused and come out of him. Ryusei can barely contain said power, but the rest of the crew start offering moral support and using their own psyche to neutralize Ryusei's. Everyone's psyche begins converging on Ryusei, and he begs the SRX to listen to him. That it is a super robot made to save the Earth.
SRX、俺の言うことを聞け。俺たちはここで負けるわけにはいかねえんだ。だから俺の言うことを聞け。聞いてくれ。お前は地球を守るために作られたスーパーロボットなんだぞ。
Alright, shit's in check.
この
Let's
一
go.
撃に俺の全てをかける。
Now, I didn't use Soul.
トロニウムエンジンフルドライブ。
ビュートリガーを預けるわ。
エネルギー充填 120%。 天上天が一撃必殺砲発射。
その程
Oh, fuck.
度私を失望させないでくれ。
That is not according to Kikaku.
第一の地獄。
That's a problem. I need to land that hit. We'll let this clothesline play out because it's going to miss.
回避成功。よっしゃ。
Yosha. Alright, 1 second. Okay, we landed the hit. And there it is, Lol Guts. So we save again. Because this time, we'll use Ingram to knock the fuck out of him. And hopefully, I've already engaged the proper threshold. Okay. Nope, there it is again. Huh. I wonder if I do less damage. Try that. Hold on. Well, he's still wall gutsed. So we have. What do we have? Do we have anyone else with SP? Who else do we have with that? We get one from Getter. You do 2 awakens. Oh no. Oh no, that was a bad order. Shit. I need... Actually need... Ryusei to be awakened. Because... Alright. Okay, that's full up. We're at dodge. Right. Can you stop? And then Aya. Resupply, which didn't cost. Alright, let's that's where we're gonna have that. Shit. Okay then. I gotta bring this out a little bit. After image, goddamn. Okay, behold, use S is about 60% HP. Like, okay, that's sure thing. Safety. Let's get mad about it. I'm hoping that this will be it. Like, I will be very, very upset if I have to destroy all enemies and it's not a case of destroy use S. If we can just destroy use S and be done with it, it'd be glorious. Because I'm burning all my resources just to get through this. Please. He's done. When we defeat use S. He notes that he can't escape the wheel of karma. But even though he's defeated, everything's according to his plans. And by defeating him, we've all been flagged as dangerous by the rest of the Empire. Radekia's fleet is only a small part of something much, much larger. He will watch from the horizon of the karmic wheel as we all destroy the order of the galaxy. And taking him out removes the rest of the threat. Neat. At Big Falcon, Robert announces the operation was a success. 99.89% of the enemy are wiped out. The gravitational wave will reach the Earth in 6 months. However, there's no sign of the SDF or the irrigators that can be seen yet. Oka says that thanks to the SDF and Londo Bell that the world was saved, but the price was heavy. The gravitational wave will all but destroy the space colonies, and should wreak havoc on the Earth's surface as well. Maria shows up, saying that that's what those who have survived will have to live with. Murasame is with her, and it turned out that Trey's arranged for her to escape in secret after Angel Halo had crashed. The IPO had found her escape capsule and have been keeping watch over her and her daughter Shakti ever since. Maria observes that it would have served her right to die since she failed to stop Kagachi and Shiroko's ambitions, but Treize granted her this chance to atone for her sins. However, Basco begins the broadcast. He is babbling on about how the Londo Bell were doing nothing but increasing their own power throughout combat with the aliens and such, and permitted vast damages through the fight against the Jupiterians. To prevent things like this from happening again, and oppose the damages thus caused, the Titans shall rise once more. And lo, history repeats itself. The Endless Waltz. Igor says it's ironic that they're the only remaining military force, and Murasame says that the Rockefeller Foundation is helping finance their comeback. But so long as the DC is around, they won't be given free rein. Robert observes that we still have many allies on Earth and elsewhere. Shakti is sure that Uso and the others will be back, and her mother is also ready to believe. Murasame thinks of Ginrei. That is, Farmel, her real name, I guess, and thinks that he's always apart from her, but that he too believes that our people will return. Professor Saotome learns that Ryoma and the others managed to wipe out the STMC, but Ryoma and the others are out of contact, at least according to the Far East base, as Yumi passes this along to Shido. Yumi says that he still believes in the others and that they will surely return. Shido also believes in this, as does Relina, who is obeying Hito's instruction to believe in him. She notes that she's still got a role to fulfill. She and Lady Un have to make good on the future that they received from Treize and had protected by the Londo Bell. Fight the Titans in normal form by founding the Preventers. Relina realized that in this day and age, such things are necessary before absolute pacifism can ever be realized. She wants to return to being Relina Darlin and carry on her surrogate father's work as her own way of helping move towards peace. Tetsuki also doesn't believe that our squad is dead, although Go is quite fixated on the artificial black hole. Tetsuki says that even if a planet or two get destroyed, the Londo Belt would surely pull through. Taiso points out that Ginrei and Daisuke are fine experts and that they won't die that easily. Chujo agrees, repeating his oft-stated dictum that a fight really begins after one has set forth all of one's power. Those two know this well. Londo Bell would never get up, no matter what, so everyone waits for them to return. Within the Jupiter sphere, we have returned to real space. The enemy are wiped out, with no sign of them anywhere, and all of the Londo Bell are safe. Global orders the word spread that the operations have finished. Good work, and thank you all. Global thinks to Tashiro that the Earth has won its future, along with unavoidable penance. He accepts the responsibility for carrying forward and lights his pipe. Tashiro. Thank you. Shami is about to protest, but Vanessa will allow it this time. Time to fold back to Earth. Judo and Peru meet up with Lena and the others, who are very glad to see them. Judo is planning on parting from the Londo Bell to help out with the damage to the colonies from the gravity wave. In specific, a project to the Hazan conglomerate is what has in the works to prevent the damage. Pura will come along with him, and Bicha can't bring himself to ask about selling the Double Zeta. Rue decides to come along too, since she'd been doing that sort of stuff anyway with the AU. He tells her that it won't be easy work, but she insists that she'll have more fun this way. Leda gives Judo a permission to do so, although it means they may not make it into school. Seabrook is planning to go to Frontierside to see his parents and his sister Liz. Cicely asks if she can come along, and while he doesn't know if she can return to her former life, he'd be more than happy to have her with him. Many of our supers are meeting with Kentaro to congratulate each other on a job well done. The price of victory was high, an entire 2 planets, and the Earth will not come out unscathed, but Kentaro plans to use all his knowledge to help us plan a way to avoid the damage. Surely with all the EOT and the DC helping, something can be arranged. Kentaro says now that the fighting is over, the ball is back in the scientist's court. Well, the fight isn't really over quite yet. Oh wait, I saw writing there. Since writing told Akira there's more space monsters to fight. Plus, the Empire probably won't leave us alone. Maybe the fight has only just begun. But whatever comes our way, it's our squad's role to oppose it and protect Earth. Everyone vows to do their part, including Chizuru, who is reminded about the thing she has to do. Ippei wonders what the heck that is, and Chizuru says that it's a secret for the two of them. Ippei then asks when they got that close, and the two hotly deny things. Kentaro figures that with the youngsters like these around, we may be able to shoulder that heavy cross. Ryoma and boys decide they will seal away Shin Getarobo, saying their power is just too much high power, man. Hayato says that great power invites catastrophe. Plus, Shin Getta's full power hasn't even been unleashed yet. It'd be at least an order of magnitude more subtly if it had. Thus, there's a good chance that the others like Yuzets who are all interested in it show up, and they can't be allowed to have their hands on it. Thus, Ryoma will seal it away before it becomes power junk and ends up like Yuzets. However, they'll still pilot regular Getters to go on protecting the future they've won on their own terms. Lisa is glad that Hikaru is back, because we chose Misa. She was scared that she would lose it, but she says that now they can be together for quite a while. However, he says it won't be so easy. She asks why, saying that the fighting's over. He asks her if she would give up. Oh, this is all written from May. Anyway, love is there. Koji invites Uso and the others to his place now that he's only living with his brother. Uso thanks him for the offer, but he'd like to go back to his homeland. Koji and Sayaka worry that the kids being okay on their own, but Uso says that they'll be fine, and he's still got to search for Shaki. Uso apologizes for turning down the offer. Koji tells him to call if he's ever in need. Isamu is told that he will be included in the Skull Squadron, which is being sent to the Londo Bell as part of the SDF reorganization. However, Isamu says that he's still got something left to do. Settle the score with the YF-21 over the AVF project. Parker says that's a shame, but Isamu tells him to call if he ever needs him, and that he and his cute little baby will come hauling ass right over. Parker tells him not to be reckless in the trials, but Isamu replies that without his recklessness, there ain't nothing left. Camille is staying on with the Londo Bell, saying he realizes now what he has to do. He'll be lonely without Judo and the others, but some of the noise will also disappear. Asianos asks if he shouldn't return with Fa. Camille says that someone has to stay behind to protect those who are leaving, and that the Titans, Neo ZEON, and other such forces are still around. Camille wants to protect everyone from such people. since, well, he's not a vegetable. I don't think this scene would happen if Camille was veggie-tailed. Which only in this route could I even possibly see that outcome. The Bison Whale Queens are about to head back home to defend their lands from troubles there. Shu accepts the responsibility for their being on the surface and offers to open the Aura Road for them with his grandson. They're a bit lonely at having to part with Orlando Bell, but Celia tells Marvel and Sho to stay on the surface and work towards peace here. Sho apologizes and says that he can't do that, since the surface conflict has led to the fighting in Boston Well. He has to take responsibility for that as a surface dweller, and that his strong companions will handle the surface. Marvel too is coming back along. Misato tells Asuka that with Nerve disbanded, the remaining staff are part of the SDF now. And all of those along with the I project. E project? I don't know. The Ava project. Whatever. Are likely to have it rough due to all the problems Nerve has caused in the name of defeating the Angels. Plus, the SDF has decreed that the remaining Avas are to be disposed of, probably by launching them towards the sun. The idea being to hopefully leave no trace, although Misato has found out that the Avas can live forever along with the human heart within. All the records of the children will be erased too, so their duty is effectively over. Misato says she'll try to do something to prevent Asuka and Shinji from totally getting the cold shoulder, but says that Rei and Gendo will not be returning. Shinji believes that his father and Rei are sealed within Central Dogma to prevent anyone from ever again using what is within. Maybe the truth is different, but that's what he wants to believe. Misato tells him that they are now free, and that she probably won't see them again if they return to the Earth Sphere, but she's very glad to have met them. She tells Shinji that he is now a man and decide for a way to live life for himself. She then tells Asuka to get along with Shinji, which Asuka thinks is almost like, And Misato tells her no more, and that she wants to see them all part, smiling. Misato leaves, and Asuka is about to follow her when Shinji stops her and tells her not to make Misato's feelings go to waste. Noriko is going with Jun back to Icarus in the asteroid belt to fight the remaining space monsters. She says the future that Tashiro brought us all mustn't be lost. Jun says the SDF is building a new base out there, and that the order will probably be given for the total annihilation of the STMC at some point. Kazumi says she will come along as well, but Jun reminds her that she already has a different future awaiting her. Noriko tells her to go to Earth to be with Ota, but Kazumi protests that means she and Noriko will be apart in time. They may never see each other again, but Noriko says that that's enough, just for the two of them. Jung asks for the key to Buster Machine number 2, saying that Kazumi managed to get everything Jung wanted, and so she at least wants the key, in return for which she and Noriko will protect Kazumi and Oto's future. Noriko can't make their wedding, but she'll be praying for Kazumi's happiness from afar, and tells Kazumi to say hi to Kimiko for her. Once again, they don't say goodbye, just see you later. Ingram has gone missing, and Ryu figures he's probably dead. Valletta tells us there's no time to be sad. The Empire has realized Radeki's death and the Earth is still in danger. Plus, the SRX project is not over yet. Time to work on the real SRX, not the facade that we had thus far. And given that a single Zed Balmari fleet caused the Earth this much trouble, imagine what would happen if they came en masse. Time for the SRX to be reborn and carry on what Ingram started. We are the ones Ingram chose to fight the Zed Balmari. The Balmars. I feel like that's a typo. Zed Balmari. Something from some machine translation. Masaki meets with Shu, who asks Masaki to postpone their duel until after his work is finished. Masaki says he doesn't plan to forgive him, but says in an undeniable fact that victory in this battle was thanks to him. Plus, he's the only one who can do anything about the incoming gravity wave. Masaki says that the duel is off, but that if Shu ever does anything stupid again, he will have to intervene. Shu compliments him on his clear thinking and says that he will remember Masaki's words. Ryun is sure that Shu will become her and Masaki's enemy one day. She can't trust his undefined power. Masaki says that he'll stay on the surface for a while to keep eyes on Shu, planning to hang out with Yusei's group for the best vantage point. Ryun also wants to come along, saying that there's little she can do back at the DC with her father still missing. Masaki permits her to come along, and she don't realize that Ryun wants to come back to Lagaius too. Kudo wonders what Shu's up to. Masaki says that he's sure that Shu will show his true colors soon enough, and only the Psybuster can stop him then. Yeah, Gaiden. The Londo Bell returns to the Earth Sphere, with over half the squad gone. Time for Armor and Quattro and the others to shoulder the burden that has been left. Banjo tells you that all those returning to Earth are gathered, and Bright apologizes for the order that's still keeping the SDF and Londo Bell from returning to the planet itself. Banjo is sure that this isn't the final farewell for our squad, and Bright and the others stay on Kanpei Island and wait for the Federation government to decide their fate. He honestly doesn't know what will happen. The reorganized Titans mean that we might even be disbanded, but both Bright and Banjo intend to try to stop that. They shall meet again. Emma tells Ginrei to take care of Daisaku. Chris tells Koji to study well back at school. Sayaka thanks Chris for her delicious cakes. The Dankuga team tell Ko goodbye and tell him to get along with Nina, and for Keith to get along with Moira. Keith in turn tells Shinobu to not fight with Sarah too much. Catcher says goodbye to Daisaku and Shinji. Duo tells Uso to look out for Carl. It seems that Hito, Troa, and Wu-Fei have all cut and run due to their usual unsociability. It's time for the final goodbye. And Monsha tells Sarah and the others not to disobey too many orders. Hey, wait a minute. Where are Kusaha and Bullet? They're off thanking Koryu and Ryuko for helping them in the battle. But Bullet comes in, stating that they have been deemed Class A extra dangerous machines that must be dismantled. Ring wasn't able to avert this. Bullet resolves to stay here, saying that he can't be with her after all. Basically, he can't bear to see the machines dismantled, and says that eventually they will be called into the carpet for stealing. Called onto the carpet into court for stealing the Huckbind Mark II, and he doesn't want to cause her any further trouble. He tells Kusunoha that he had wanted to go back to old memories of being with her, and tells her that at least to smile before they part. As for what she'll do from now on,
こうして戦いは終わりまでも何かあったらいつでもみんなのところへ戻ってくるつもりです。やっぱり自分たちで作り出した平和は自分で守りたいから。
Kusunoha decided to return home to her family, not wanting to burden them any further. She's resolved to learn many new things to prepare for the return of a Londo Bell to confront the next threat to face the Earth. And here we are, 4.5 hours in, and we have reached credits. Oh man, that was a marathon. It's presently 1:30 in the morning, and I still have credits to go through. At least I'll get a small nap before work. I really should have done this 2 days ago, or many days ago, as I planned. But I knew this was going to be an endeavor. I just didn't know what sort of endeavor. And even so, there's still one more thing to do after the credits. I enjoyed this game. As I said at the start, like, I ended up with an unusual attachment to this. I know I started Gaiden 2 years ago when I started this channel. And that was a game, the first Robot Wars game that I played. And now I have the context for that. But, like, what am I trying to say here? A lot of my drive for picking which game I go to is research and data. Like, I want to contribute to something that I love, Super Robot Wars. And the only thing I can really do is to help fill out the missing information in the Akarasu Wiki, which is why I played Impact. And then I'd always wanted to play Combat 3 because of Better Man. And then it turned out, oh, the translation guide for that is garbage. Time to write a strategy guide. And now here I am, like, really deep into the wiki part of the community and doing all this research and testing of skill points and conditions and data, and on top of that, like, collecting the games now. I don't know, I am kind of rambling. I want to fill the space with something, but I guess the tangent I was going on was that I ended up with a surprising attachment to this game. I can never process my thoughts clearly. And I'm not getting choked up or anything, it's just I'm trying to say more, but then more is not coming out of my mouth. This game's gotten me a lot, though. It was like, I was doing swap disc tech at the beginning. This was the first Robot Wars game that I set up, that I started playing on my new PC setup, my whole new recording setup, my new room, my new desk, my new gold PS2, which is just like an offhanded comment. It's like, yeah, I think for Christmas I would like a Japanese PS2 so I can just pop and play a game. And then it turns out a really close friend of mine decided, I ain't got you for Christmas and birthdays for a long time. We'll do this now. God, that's the worst image of the Getter Boys. And I have it. And of course now I have to run that through a converter. A voltage converter. I may need to do the same for this Japanese Xbox. I'll look into that later. But Alpha has gotten me a lot. It's definitely going to be like one of those milestones I look back on. It's like, yeah, Alpha was a big marker in my life. The recording, the console, the collection, like, just a lot of stuff. It's just unfortunate. I'm going to say unfortunate that doing this YouTube thing actually takes away from a lot of personal time. It is my second job. Sorry, that's allergies hitting me now. Hold on. Like, I have a pile of Robot Wars games I could play. I have piles and piles of giant robot anime. But I'm here to document. I'm here to leave a recording for the future. Because I will say, no, I'm remembering now. It's like back in March when I was wrapping up Compact. It's like, yeah, okay, I'll help this guy play F. I like the Super Robot route. I happen to have a copy. I know we have a Saturn. I mean, I still have to get a new battery for that, but I played this because there wasn't a Let's Play with English commentary. The end. So, do we get to save? There's no New Game Plus. That sucks. Anyway, we're gonna let this ride. And finally, it's time to engage. Perhaps. Or maybe. Hold on. Oh yeah, that's the better looking one right here. It's time to determine who's next. Now, logistically speaking, what is next on the channel will be Robot Wars 2G, the stream that I did back in September, the marathon. But after that, you can see on the wheel, there are many instances of Alpha 2. That is the highest priority. The second priority is Robot Wars T. I started playing that when it came out, and because I started doing a full focus on the channel, I kind of fell off. EXO is also next on that priority with 2 entries. I bought a Japanese console to play it. I'm going to play it. And then we start breaking down further. Z, one of my all-time favorites. Neo, which I had to modify my Wii for, so may as well put that on, even though there is an active and uploading Let's Play happening right now, this day, at time of recording. And then Robot Wars 64, which is the side hustle in order to fill out the wiki. And there are many problems with that game, more than you probably know. I'm anxious. Let's go. Okay. Next up, following Super Robot Wars 2G, will be Super Robot Wars Neo. Time to set that up for capture. But I thank y'all for watching. And as always, good night, Space Knights.